Hello, lovely people. Back again with some tarot for you. If I can keep them from flying out of my hands. All right, let's just jump right into it and see what the cards have for guidance for us today. I'm doing my usual 3-card spread today with the Druid Craft Tarot deck, which is, of course, one of my favorites. All right, so I have pulled Queen of Swords as our card for today. So the Queen of Swords is a reminder and an invitation to lean into our own power. Queen of Swords says, hey, remember, you have agency. You have a brain that can analyze and really look at what needs to be taken care of, what doesn't need to be taken care of, right? She is asking you to say, whoa, let me step back from the emotions swirling about, because there are so many emotions swirling about right now. I don't know anybody who isn't reacting to what is happening in our world, whether on our shores or off the shores or all of the above. And it's really easy to get swept up into feelings of anger, frustration, fear, helplessness. And this is a card saying you need to take a breath. You need to stop, because here's the thing. You can't take care of everything, but you do have agency, and you need to look and see, what can I do? What can I not do? What needs my attention? What doesn't need my attention? Where can I put my efforts to help? Where do I not need to do that? You need to kind of like really use your brain and figure out what arena you're supposed to be in and what you're not, where you're not supposed to be, because that's just as important. And the why. So I pulled 6 of Swords reversed. So this card in this position is telling me that what is happening in the world, right? Both personally and externally, because the funny thing is, as much as there's stuff happening on the grand scale, I know quite a few people, like the majority of people that I know personally, are also going through these major transformations and things happening in their personal lives. So what this is saying in this reverse position is that stuff is going to come up, or you're going to meet something that's going to trigger you. And quite frankly, there's stuff that probably has needed to be dealt with and we just haven't, right? If you've been tucked in the back. And until we get that out of the way, it's very hard to move forward. And part of that is like, this is really key, this energy of going, wait, I can do this, right? I can use my brain. I can use my mind, which is a very powerful tool, and rein in the stories that I may be telling myself or that I heard long ago and I've been holding on to, and it's just time to let it go, right? And once we do that, then we can kind of begin to shift things and move forward. And there's just some internal work here. We're not ready to move outward until we confront some of this stuff. How do we do that? So 8 of Swords reversed. No, I'm sorry, not reversed. It's upright. 8 of Swords. So this card, this position, our anchor card, our support card, is saying we need to remember that often when we feel stuck, when we feel fearful, angry, unable to move, a lot of the time that's in our own heads, right? It's old stories running on repeat. Whether those stories are things from our own personal experiences, and they might have served us in the past, but like we've held on to it long since they've stopped serving us, or many of us pick up stories that belong to somebody else, parents, family members, etc., and we just sort of hold on to them, and it restricts us, it binds us, and we feel like we can't move, right? So this is saying, hey, really take a look at what those energies are doing and how can you release, because this is the energy you want to lean into, being autonomous, having agency over your life, making decisions based on rational thinking, right? What's true, what isn't true, like identify it. Because when you do that, the bindings go away. I hope this serves you well today. If you have any questions or comments, just either leave a comment or email me. That would be great. I'd love to hear from you and answer your questions. And if you are interested in a one-on-one reading, I would love to do that for you too. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.